Alright, what's good guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're only going to be fishing with bluegill lures for big bass. In my last video, I was only fishing with glide baits and other big lures for big bass, but I mentioned that I haven't been able to catch a big bass on like a big bluegill glide bait or a big bluegill topwater. So the goal of this video is going to be to catch some fish on these lures. I also got this live target bluegill topwater, and this thing looks pretty good. Super detailed. I think it'll walk back and forth really nice, but super detailed lure. Looks pretty cool. Can't wait to try it out. And then we got the 6th Sense of that. I have been fishing with a little bit, but I still haven't caught a bass with it yet. But check this lure out. It looks pretty good. Beautiful paint job on there. It does have pretty nice action too. I haven't caught a fish on it. I've got followers, but yet to catch a fish on it. I have a little bit of a theory that bass are more likely to go after a lure that doesn't look super realistic. I feel like sometimes they're looking for something different, super big, super out of pocket, kind of like the big white PB glide bait that we used in the last video. All right, see you guys when I'm on the water. All right guys, we just made it to the lake. Kind of a foggy morning today, but the water's super calm. We're hitting it from the shore today because the paddleboard's still out of commission. I think we should be able to get a bite. We are on that catching a fish with a bluegill lure challenge. This is what we got. We got the 6th Sense glide bait, bluegill color, and then we got this live target topwater. All right, let's get to fishing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with the live target topwater, bluegill colorway, trying to match the hatch here. Whoa, we just got blown up. Got him, first cast, holy. Not a bad fish neither. Oh my God, that was sick. No! No! He hit it twice. Damn. First cast, fish came unhooked. Damn, this lure is pretty sick. It has like a walking action, but it really looks like an injured bait fish. So, all right, since we got that bite first cast and that fish was hooked up, probably a little spooked, and it probably made some of the other fish a little spooked. We're gonna head to the back of the peninsula a little bit to let that spot cool off, and we'll get back there in like 15-20 minutes. All right, let's give it a whirl with the glide bait. Oh, got like a 3-pounder chasing it. That's crazy. These glide baits, they bring out all the bass. Sometimes I'll even just bring a glide bait with me, throw it around. It gets the fish like interested, and you can throw another lure like a worm or topwater. Sometimes they'll eat that because it'll be hyped up. The action on this one is just like the PB glide bait. I think it's a little bit quicker though. It has a good glide, and that's all that really matters. All right, giving the live target topwater another try. But it really just looks like an injured fish, like just on the water. Look at that. And it goes really slow, so I feel like that's good for topwaters, especially in the summertime. Want something that you can move a little bit slower in the water. Got him! Oh my God! That was sick. This topwater's sick, dude. Shoot, I don't know how we're gonna get him in. We're gonna have to like drag him in. Oh. Nice fish. Oh, he just splashed everything at me. Oh, beautiful bass. Oh my God, this fish has a bluegill in its mouth. You guys see that? There's like a bluegill tail in there. First bass right here. This is nice. It's like a 4-pounder probably. The live target's right there. This bass literally has a bluegill in its throat. Look how fat its belly is. It's a nice fish. Let me get a quick measurement. This one's like 19.5. Pretty sick. Guys, I am loving this live target. This might gotta be my new go-to topwater. Look at all those baby spiders moving around. That's crazy. After watching back that video, that bass was probably bigger than 4 pounds, probably 5 or above, in my opinion. It looks pretty fat in that video. But we're doing pretty good on the challenge so far. Got that one big one on the live target. I really want to catch a fish on all these lures in the video, so still got to fish the glide bait and the wake bait. All right, starting off strong in the video. Nice big bass on the live target topwater. Couple followers on the glide bait. But that's all I got time for today. So for the next part of the video, we're gonna jump on the yak. We're gonna keep it up with the same lures. All right, happy Friday, guys. We just hopped on the yak. We are continuing this challenge. We got the beautiful bluegill glide bait rigged up, and then we still got this live target topwater, just because I feel like that's gonna get a lot more bites than that wake bait right now. We're probably gonna be focusing on the glide bait majority of the time today, so hopefully we can get a bite. Finally found a little calm area. It's been a struggle today. Got one follow so far, but nothing else. Oh my God. We just got hooked up. Holy. Finally. Been fishing for hours. Keep them tight. What the heck? No! No, that was like a 4-pounder. I've been fishing all day. That was the only bite I got. I've been fishing all afternoon. I was this close to landing a fish. All right, guys, I've been getting cooked today. It's super hot outside, kind of windy. The wind's blowing me around. I got no anchor or anything. So I've been struggling to find like a calm spot to fish. And then the one fish I hooked up on, he jumped, glide bait went flying out its mouth, right next to the boat. You hate to see it, but we're not gonna get too upset about that. Tomorrow or Sunday, we're either gonna get up early at the crack of dawn and we're gonna fish the Occoquan Reservoir. There's some big fish over there. I've only been there one time, but the time I did go, my friend caught like a 4-pound bass. I think the glide baits and the top waters, they definitely work better in the morning, especially in summer. If you're fishing middle of the day in summer or like later in the afternoon, you probably want like a big worm or like a jig hidden like super deep spots. But you know, I don't got a fish finder or anything or a depth finder on the boat yet. So we're gonna stick to early mornings or evenings. Hopefully we can get this challenge done. All right, good morning, guys. We made it to the Occoquan Reservoir. It's Sunday, 6:14 right now, glass out. Not gonna make this too long. We still got the glide bait and the topwater rigged up. We're gonna fish around for a few hours until it gets hot. Hopefully we can catch a fish. What the heck? Just got a big blow up behind us. Might have been a carp or something. Pretty common in Virginia, but you never know. Oh yeah, there's carp jumping randomly in the middle of the lake. I'm kind of just blind casting right now. I'm not really sure how deep anything is, so this could be more challenging than I thought. I'm giving up on the topwater bite, boys. We got this 6 cents jig we're about to tie on. It's like a hybrid swim jig. Still got the big glide bait on the other one. All right, little update for you guys. So I took the topwater off. It's been like an hour since I first got on the water and I wasn't getting any bites on it. I'm not sure if it's because of the spots I was fishing or just because the fish weren't feeling that lure here. But I switched it up to a jig because I haven't got a bite on anything and I just need some confidence, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm a little bit over my head fishing the Occoquan Reservoir because it's so big. Like, there's just like miles on miles of spots to fish and I don't really know any spots that are good here, so I'm kind of just like blind casting everywhere. So I'm switching it up to the jig. I'm gonna try to find like big drop-offs of like cliffs going into the water, kind of like right here. It's like a super steep hill into water. I feel like that'll get me some bites, especially on the jig. And we're still gonna throw the big glide bait around, but for now I just really want to catch a fish. Carp like right in front of me. So weird. I feel like whenever there's like a ton of carp around, there's not that many bass around. That's just from my experiences. Whoa! Too soon, too soon. Whoa, what the? That was sick. Holy, we gotta get this fish in. Oh, thank God we caught a fish. I was getting worried. Oh, nice bass. Not the biggest, but thank you for not letting me get skunked today. I was just about to say, whenever there's a lot of carp around, the bass bite usually isn't too hot. And then right as I was saying that, I was reeling in my swim jig kind of slow, and then a bass just hit it. That was pretty cool right in front of this like rock. All right, guys, what's good? It's been like 3 hours, one fish. Been throwing the jig on like these like rock drop-offs. And then I've been throwing the glide bait on like points and near grass and stuff like that. but my GoPro finally died, and I think I'm gonna end the video here. We did find out that bluegill lures do catch big bass. The only problem was, well, we did land one big bass, and then on the glide bait, we were this close to landing it, but at least we saw a fish come in and eat it, and we were that close. But I'm gonna fish this like stretch of rocks right here with the jig and the glide bait. I'll let you guys know if I catch anything else. Like I said, my GoPro died, so I just have to pull it up on the iPhone. And we got a long paddle back, but we finally found some good spots. And I think next time I come here, I'll be much better prepared because I'll know some spots a little bit better. But yeah, I'm gonna keep fishing a little bit, then I'm gonna head back to the boat. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.